Today I'm making a 6-ingredient giant crumble cookie. It's gonna be this big, crumbly, shareable cookie. You're gonna love it, and it couldn't be any easier. Whisk together 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ cups of blanched almonds that have been ground, or almond flour. It's probably a little easier to find blanched almonds than almond flour, and you can even use slivered almonds and grind those up, whatever you can find. 3/4 cup of sugar. The other great thing about this cookie, not only is it one big cookie, so you don't have to shape a lot of cookies, everything is mixed together by hand, which I love. 1/4 teaspoon of coarse salt, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. It's a little unusual to be adding the vanilla at this stage, but what you're going to do is just whisk everything together and then cut some butter in. Have you noticed anything different about me today? Anything? Anything at all? If you don't know what it is, I'm not telling you. 14 tablespoons of butter that's been cut into pieces, and you can either by hand or using a pastry cutter cut the butter into the flour. I like to use my hand, so just wanted to show you that you could use that. This isn't like making pie crust. You want the butter completely combined, so it's not actually really cold. It's cool, but a cool room temperature. You want to make sure that all the dry ingredients are coated with the butter and that it's fully worked in. This is a shortbread. There's no egg in it. There's no milk or any other kind of liquid. It's just the butter and the sugar and then the great almonds for flavor and texture. And then take 3/4 of your dough mixture and pour it into a buttered 10-inch springform pan. It doesn't really matter how high the sides are because this cookie isn't very thick, so 10 by 3, 10 by 2, it kind of doesn't matter. Press your mixture firmly into the bottom of the springform pan and make sure that it's nice and even. Then take the remaining dough and sort of clump it over the top, kind of like you're making a crumb topping on a pie or a crumb cake. What you're doing is you're making a 2-layer cookie that of course will bake together, one being the firm base that will cut and the top being sort of a clumpy, crunchy crumb topping. It's really, really fun. Have your oven at 350 degrees and bake until it begins to turn golden, about 25 minutes. Then reduce the oven temperature to 300 and bake it until it's nice and dry, about 10 minutes more. When your cookie comes out of the oven, let it cool on a cooling rack, and then you can release the sides. Pretty neat, huh? I love it. You might want to use a thin spatula to make sure that it releases fully from the bottom. It's going to be broken up to eat, but you don't want to break it before you bring it to the table, right? And then you can slide it out onto a board or a serving platter. And then people just reach in and pull off a piece and enjoy it. It's great with coffee or tea or even a little bit of ice cream. Set the big cookie down in front of all of your friends and watch it disappear. It's a little bit crunchy, a little bit chewy, and a lot bit fantastic. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.